Alright guys, this is a little bit of an impromptu video. We got the 4x4s, we got some 2x4s laid out, all pressure treated and ready to go. We're at the rental house again. Just got done chopping up all the trees that have fallen down, limbs that fell down, cleaned out the backyard. I'm going to insert some of that video. So this is where I was getting ready to unload the truck, but I wanted to kind of go ahead and show you guys the trees before I cut them up. You know, this is kind of what I walked up on a few days ago when I didn't have my tools with me to do anything about it. My brother was the first one that came over and saw it, and I happened to be in the area, so I came to look at it myself just to make sure I could get everything I needed. So, walking to the backyard, see what kind of damage has been done by Hurricane Zeta, I think is what they called this one. Alright, so we got a tree right there that fell down off the fence row. Not a huge tree, nothing major, easy to cut up, easy to haul off. The foundation you see right there of concrete, there used to be a shed there before I bought the home. The tree had a large section of it fall off and land on it, so they cleaned that up before I bought the house. But other than that, we've got basically 3 trees down. It's 2, but one of them has a split that's, I'm going to consider 3, based off the amount of work it took me. And I would have had this done Friday afternoon instead of waiting until Sunday afternoon to do it, but spent all the Friday afternoon and evening taking care of my sister's house, who also had a fallen tree. So I have a Craftsman 20-inch blade chainsaw. It's been working great for me. I've had it for about 2 years now. I bought it when a tree fell at my primary residence. The white bottle you see is chain blade oil, so it's you want to keep that in your chainsaw while it's running. 41 ratio gasoline to oil, right? So follow whatever instructions are there for your chainsaw. Definitely keep that blade oil in it as much as possible. So we've already taken care of the one tree. Just thought I'd do an update, take a minute to breathe. Real, kind of lucked out because it wasn't that hot. So, you know, I think it was about 62 degrees instead of being the usual 70 to 90 degrees of Alabama with super heavy humidity. And then these are just some logs I chopped up to make it more manageable, so I could carry 2 to 3 of them at a time to the road. And the cool thing about the city is they'll pick up anything you stack neatly by the road, you know, within certain limits. Probably talk about that for a minute. So, I already broke out the chainsaw. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And we got to do this gate because the renters I've got lined up have pets. The other renters I've interviewed that I didn't decide to go with also have pets. So I'm going to go ahead, fix this one spot that's been knocked down. So, got the old thick girl over here loaded up. So I'm trying something different. Like, I can usually build a gate from scratch and a fence from scratch, but this is a $50 kit. So I'm going to try to see if this will just make it faster. And then it comes with a turnbuckle and it comes with some iron rods in it to help keep it from warping over time. So I bought this just to save time, save money, and hopefully it'll last longer. That way I'm not having to come out here and make touch-ups to the gate and adjust it on a regular basis. As you can see, it comes with post hinges, gate frame with adjustable bars, the gate latch hardware, the truss cable and hardware. Right, so what's not included, as you can see, is the 2x4s and the wood planks. But having the latch kits and all, like, those are usually anywhere from $5 to $20 a piece, depending on what style you're buying. So that should save us a little bit of, I mean, probably not saving us money, but it breaks even roughly. So can't complain about that. As you can see, it fits 4 feet to 6 feet. So we're gonna see if we have how wide we can make it. We'll make it max distance. We got 112 inches, which is about 9 feet. So we'll probably go the full 6 feet if we can, and then we'll just close up the other edges with the posts and the planks. So, and right now, you know, lumber is super expensive, so I kind of lucked out that I had a little bit sitting around the house. The fence planks or fence boards, those are about $1.52, I think, a piece. All right, so chainsaw, that's done for the day. For whatever reason, the blade oil, or the blade, I guess it's oil, chain and blade oil leaks out of that thing constantly, so I got a puddle sitting under that from where I was hauling it around. Got a 6-foot ladder, a bunch of shovels. Hidden back there in the corner are some post hole diggers. I'm going to try to just rip up the posts. So if we turn back and we look, right, we got the existing posts. I'm going to leave that corner one there, but I'm going to try to pull this one up and just reuse that hole. I got a bag of Quickcrete for posts, so you just pour it in there, pour some water on top of it. Tamp it down, pour in some more, and kind of layer it in there, and that'll dry and help set everything. Chainsaw gas in the small can, no ethanol gas in the big can. I keep bungee straps on it to make sure it doesn't tip over and spill everywhere. All these new gas cans, I hate them. I get gas all over my hand whenever I try to pour it into a chainsaw, a small motor, because you have to, all that new safety crap they keep putting on it makes it harder and harder to pour gas out of them. So we end up making a bigger mess, so it's defeating the purpose. Got a piece of my Milwaukee pack-out kit. The other 3 or 4 pieces of it are still at the house because I didn't need them today. But I'll get all this cleaned up and packed up before it rains again, so I don't get everything rusted. And that's about it. Like I said, we're going to try to knock this out in the next 2 to 3 hours and see how it goes. Alright guys, well, it is now super dark because it's summertime and it gets dark early. I think it's about 7 o'clock at night. Had to make another Home Depot run. Got all the tools out. Got my brother to show up for a few minutes to help out and finish up. So this is a swing gate with privacy fence boards. Those boards are about $1.72 a piece. As you can see, a lot of them are kind of warped. The spacing is fine. I used a screwdriver to do all my spacing. But you can see at the top, some of them are really kind of funky looking, like especially that one right there, 3 over from the right side. Nothing I can do about it. It's a rental. Screws are all pretty well lined up. 4 screws per board, 2 per 2x4. And I'm going to buy a caster to do on this lower right hand side where I had to kick some dirt out. That way we can just roll it out and it'll help support the weight. That framing kit that I used was only made for a 6-foot gate. I needed it to be 9 feet. Give or take a few inches for this. So all in all, not too bad. It took me probably an hour and a half to get most of it, and then Josh showed up the last 10 or 15 minutes just to help me get the boards spaced out and screwed in. So call this one done. And as you can see, I didn't put in 4x4 posts. I just reused the already existing ones, posts, and just adjusted the brackets to fit in there. On that side, I'll probably end up I'm going to take that 4x4 that I cut, and I'm just going to attach it to the existing post with some U-bolts or something, and that'll be what we use the latch. So other than that, we're good.